And what is happening, people? Not going to start the camera right away because I still got people running around behind me. But what's up to everybody? Thanks to those of you that are here to partake in this wonderful RC goodness of obsession, whatever the hell you want to call it. But what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Thank you for being here. We are going to talk about RC a little bit and look at what I just spent my money on. Not a whole lot of money, though. I spent some money, but not a whole lot. Um, and it showed up pretty quick. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to all the people that are here. Let's see who started talking first. I think Mike Bird started talking first. What's up to Mr. Mike Bird? Thank you for being here as always. Even though you're all the way across the pond, you still always make it an effort to be here. So thank you, Mr. Donson Henry. What's up with you? Howdy, howdy. Victor is here and ready for the rain. Um, it already started raining off and on here, so we'll have to deal with that once it comes. But I've spent a lot of time outside in the last few days, so I was able to partake in the wonderful weather we had. And now it's going to doo doo. But what's up, Victor? We got Mr. Crazy Pants. I don't think I've seen you on here before, but what's up, Crazy Pants? Thank you for being here, my friend. Mr. Big Chris is here as well. Looks like Mr. Mountain RC is here also. Thank you for being here, Mr. OG also. Who else do we have in the show today? I think we've got the one and only, the Fred Barron RC. What is up with you? Thank you for being here. I hope you heard your song there in the beginning. Um, Mr. Slapnetch is here as well. What's up, Spencer? Thanks for being here. Who else we got partaking in dabs at the moment? Oh yeah, I had a couple gummies this morning, but that's about where I leave it. Let's see who else. Mr. Wild Bill, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. I've been pretty busy on Monday, so I haven't been able to get out onto your page. I need to though. But what's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. As I said, we're gonna talk about some RC here. I got the chat running there on the little portion of the screen, so you guys can see that there too. So, but I do want to shout everybody out because I appreciate people being on here. There's plenty of other things you could be doing, but you decided to spend the evening with me here. So, thank you very much. And you hit the light, dude. Anyway, so got my son has passed through with his food that he just finished making, and now show my ugly face on the screen. What's up? So how's everybody doing? But we are going to do a little bit of some unboxing here. So see what OG's saying. It'll be nice here for a couple days, then rain, but in the 50s. Yeah, we've had actually really nice temperatures. It's been 75, 78 degrees, then went down to 72, 73 degrees. We had northern lights here too, but we couldn't see them because of, well, I didn't think to go out and look, but you could actually see them here in the city. But so yeah, got lots going on outside. The wind and rain have shown up, so it's going to be interesting. CVO Hobo, what is up? I see you. Thank you for being here. But hey, it doesn't matter how long you stay. I appreciate you being here. That's all that matters. For even if it's just for a little bit. But so we've had a little bit of weird weather, but it's all good. We need it, and it's supposed to be fall/winter anyway, so I'm not going to complain. So it's been great. Had time off. I'm still off from work. Decided to take the remaining 2 days off as well, because I'm going to actually be working on some RC stuff, because I'd like to get some things prepared to fly over the next week, if possible. So let's see what's going on here. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the sales. I didn't put any links in the description this time, but we've got quite a few sales going on. I don't know if Horizon Hobby's done anything yet, but I got a deal with this. The plane that I got it through Fair RC, but it looks like FMS and Fair RC are the ones doing the deal right now. It looks like they have so Horizon is actually running a clearance sale. So they got quite a few things up there that you can get from Horizon. It looks like it's mostly car oriented, but clearance sale there. But I got this plane that I'm going to be working on today. Well, just opening and unboxing. I got this from Fair RC. It's been out for a while. It's an Arrows plane. And it was just too good of a deal to pass up. You know, back in the days when things are on sale, especially when they were airplanes, they were actually reasonably priced sales. So I'm just going to post a link for Fair RC because they are the ones that I am going to be showcasing for the moment. But take a look at the chat there, and I think you can click it. But Fair RC, they're doing a collection on their they have planes and cars, but they've got some good, some pretty good notable sales here. The Scorpion is off by quite a bit of money off for the 90 millimeter Scorpion, which I'm going to be working on here pretty soon. Let me copy the link. How can I copy the link? There you go. So I'm going to put that in the chat too. But this is one of the planes that they've got on sale at Fair RC. This is probably one of the best deals. It's $120 off. So instead of being $579, it's $459. So that's a pretty good deal on the new 90 millimeter Scorpion, which has the new setup for the new fan in there. It's just in the same setup as the Viper. That's a good deal. Check that out if you're in the market for that type of a plane. They've got $20, $30, $50 off on quite a few planes. So like the little FMS 1500 Mall is $10 off. Their little trainer, the 1800 Ranger, $20. The FMS Super Easy, $15. So, and it all depends on if you choose their little reflex or not. I still think I got one of the best deals, two of the best deals on the 70 millimeter F18. That was quite a bit off when I bought it. And then the when I bought it, it was $229. And then when I bought the V3 Avanti, it was $229. So I think I got a good deal on that. But they've got a lot of planes that are marked down by quite a bit. So the one that I ended up getting is this one. I'm going to copy this and send it to you guys. It was too good of a deal to pass up. This is, you know, if you're looking for something that's affordable and not going to break the bank, a lot of these planes have gotten pretty far up there in price for just, you know, the regular everyday people. But so that one, let's get that out of the way, out of my face. It's all up in my face. But the check this one out. I just posted in the chat. This is what I got. So it is the little Arrows T-28 Trojan. All of those little Arrows birds are just awesome little planes. You can hand launch them or you can take them off from the runway. This is probably going to be a runway plane. But this is kind of a goofy color, but it is an actual plane. They did make it in this color scheme. It's the 1100 millimeter T-28. They're great little planes. They fly on 2200 3S or 4S. I'm going to fly on 4S. They're just awesome little birds. And for that kind of money, it's $189. That's $50 off. You cannot go wrong with something like that. And all the planes I used to get back in the days, they were in that price range, you know, either $159 to $199. And, you know, just because they're small doesn't mean they don't fly good. They actually fly pretty good too. So I'm like, you know what the hell? Trike gear. It's a reliable setup. You know, Arrows is made by FMS, so they're decent birds. And T-28s is meant to be a Trojan meant to be trainers. So, you know, it's going to be a good plane. So I'm like, you know what? I've never had a Trojan in that size. So what the hell? Let me do it. So I just went ahead and clicked the buy button. And the thing was here quick. I had it in 4 days, 4 to 5 days, something like that. But take a look at that. It's on the screen right now. And not basically all the T-28s that are out there are pretty good. I used to do formation with my buddy. Hey, what's up? More urban legend. What is happening? Thank you for being here. I used to fly fly formation with my buddy Frank. He had a small 800 millimeter T-28, and I had a slightly larger. No, it was an 800. It was an 8. They were both 800s. FW190, and we do formation with those little birds. Those things flew great. Love them. Love them. So that's one of the main reasons why I got this, because that size, if the 800s flew great, you know that the 1100s are going to fly good. And I also have a couple of 1100 birds. I've got the 1100. This is an FMS though; it's not the arrows. I have the racing plane, the little Miss America. So I've got that too. But we're going to take a look at the quality of this plane. I've got it set up over there on my little display so that we can take a look at what's inside. FMS and Arrows did a really good job making some simple yet fun to fly planes. So I'm just going to open that up for y'all so you can see it. I had planned to work on my 80 millimeter X-Fly T7A, but when this thing showed up, I'm like, you know what? No, we're just going to do this. Wreck and Roy, what is up with you? Thank you for being here. See, speaking of T28, there's a T28 in his avatar right there. But so we're gonna check out that T28. JCB67, I see you too. What's up with you, buddy? Glad to see you are here. We got 13 people up in the room right now. Thank you very much. And guys, don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, all that goodness. The channel is growing. It's been growing steadily for the last few months, and that's been awesome. Actually, for the last couple of years, this whole year, pretty much, it's been good. We're at a little over 3,100 right now, and it's still going. I'm posting stuff every day, posting shorts pretty much every day, and that's helping get the count up. But you guys sharing it and hitting that thumbs up makes a big difference too. So if y'all can do that for me, I greatly appreciate it, because it just puts me out in front of other people so that people will see the channel. But I'm posting the short videos, trying to post those at least once a day to show people that I'm still here. And I'm going to get back to doing more and more stuff. Bill Shepard, what is up? Yes, Arrows Bearcat. That was an awesome plane. That was one of the best planes that in that size range. 11 Hobbies is what they were before, but Arrows is really good. They have a P-47 that's good. Basically all their warbirds in that size. The Corsair, there's I don't know if there's a Spitfire. What is it? Corsair, Mustang. A couple different schemes for the Mustang, but they're good birds. Like them. But yeah. Reckamoy, so hey, glad to see you. I've seen you on a couple other spots. You used to be on all the time, but everybody's, life and other things get in the way. I understand that things change. So not able to do the same things we used to do in the past. But still, so yeah. So, and yes, the 50 millimeter arrows. I got one of the Arrows 50 millimeter birds too. I got the Avanti, which I have yet to fly yet, but I know that's going to be a blast when I get that thing out there. But yeah, so I'm trying to get my RC collection to be a little bit more diverse, with the exception of the gigantic turbine stuff. I'm avoiding that just because I want to keep things simple, keep the simplicity there, and keep it fun. But yeah, so we're gonna have lots more stuff showing up. That's gonna be down to earth, simple, and not so complicated. I like to be able to show up at the field, do my basic checks, throw a battery in it, make sure the battery's charged, and fly it. Just be done. Fly for my 3-4 minutes or however long it is, land, put the battery aside, check the plane, set it down, whatever. I don't want to have to worry about draining fuel, shaking bubbles out, making sure the needle's right, all that stuff. I've done all that before. Been there, done that. If that's what people want to do now, that's great. But stick it to, and Wreck and Roy, it ain't even about the money for me. It's just the simplicity. I just want to be able to do things easy. Seeing Victor fly his plane into a puddle or into the water, not puddle, fly it into the water. And it's not really even about the money. It's just about the fact that it's something that's a little bit bigger, and it's just a little bit more of a headache. The shop that I run at work is we work on equipment, all different types. And we work on diesel generators. That's what I spend most of my time doing. And I don't want to bring that diesel home smell anymore, the diesel smell home any more than I already do. I know that they use diesel, they use jet fuel, they use kerosene, but all of it has that smell that just lasts, and I don't want to deal with it when I come home. But anyway, electric simplicity. Yes, that's just it. That's it. And the fact that we're able to get so much performance out of the stuff that we have now just makes it even worse. But I ain't gonna knock nobody for what they want to do. Go do what you want to do. As long as you're enjoying this hobby and representing it properly, that is all we can ask for. Don't do dumb chastity. Don't do dumb stuff. But represent the hobby the way it's supposed to, and let people see that it's a good way to pass the time and relieve stress, etc. And you don't have to hurt people. But yeah, so that's it. So let's not waste any more time with me jabbering my jaws, and let's get tear into this box with this new plane in it. So I'm going to set up the cam, and we will be back at it in just a minute. So I'm going to change the camera. I got to turn off my dryer too. It's sounding awful. We got to get that thing fixed. So anyway, I shall return. Give me just a second. Okay, so let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I don't have my other tablet set up, so I won't be able to see the chat that often, but I will check it out on occasion. So let's take a look there. So anyway, there you go. There's the box. There's the plane. Let's get this thing open. It literally showed up just a couple hours before the stream started, which is great because once I saw that they bumped up the shipping, I'm like, okay, well maybe that's what we're gonna do for the show today. So the box looks all right. Couple little dents there, but I don't think it's gonna affect anything on the inside. There's a little bit of a cut there, but I don't think it'll affect what's on the inside. So turn off this dryer. This thing sounds like crap. Sounds like the do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're good. Okay. So for the most part, looks like it's all right. So let us dive in here. See what's going on in the box. Again, oh yeah, okay, cool. So they posted the put the picture here on the front. There it is. That's the scheme. It's a little funky, but believe it or not, there is a real plane that looks like this. So it's not just fictional. This is an actual plane that exists. It was the Air Force that did these funky schemes. And for $189, you get flaps, you get retracts, you get scale details, and for the most part, I think almost everything's built. So it's pretty good. So I'm going to pop out of the shipping box. All right, so there we go. So this is a good looking little bird. And they say to fly them on 3S, but the ESCs are 4S capable. So why not? So it says high power to weight ratio, realistic scale details, which it is, of course, simple yet robust airframe, and they're very right. Very easy assembly and water-based paint and all that environmental stuff. Yeah, whatever. So what? Does it work? Yes, it does. They do a good job with these little birds. I've liked the Arrows birds. Like I said, there used to be a company called 11 Hobbies, and I think that they were all one and the same, and they were all offshoots of FMS stuff. So why not? So let's go up a little higher. See a little bit more. All right, so let's get it open. So I've got so many of these little planes. I have so many boxes of unfinished planes. Really got to do something about getting these done. So yeah, here we go. This is, as usual, really well packaged. They do a great job with this. And my back is itching like freaking crazy, and I can't scratch it. Yikes. Okay, so let's get this going here. Here. But this is what I like about 11 Hobbies. They spend a lot of time on the little details that you don't think that they would. So like with this wing, look at all these things that are done already. We've got all the decals on. We've got all the servos and the linkages done. And almost always their linkages are already centered. So you don't really have to go through. They don't tape. They use these things to hold things down, which is great. Sometimes they hang out, which is not that big a deal. It's not hard to put Blenderm or something on there. But they've got landing gear with foam tires. They do a good job with the gear doors. The linkages, all that are done. They even have the keepers. So, and the wing is fairly shiny. Look at the thickness on it. So yeah, look, there's no bend to that wing. So they put a spar down the center. The paint is in good shape. So this is, keep in mind, this is on sale for $189. This is a freaking bomb ass deal for what it is. So there's the wing. I don't think there's lights on this one, but you can't complain for that price point. There are no complaints. So I'll get this out of the way. So let's get to the rest here. So I think that spar up there must be for the horizontal stabilizer, which is what this is right here. Let those go. Yeah, like that. And they packaged it really well. Even with those little bumps that were on the outside, nothing got on the inside, so no issues there. The paint is really, I mean, the plane's $189. Why would you complain at all? But even at that price point, the paint's great. There's no issues. There's no real blemishes. You can see the foam a little bit. You can see a little bit there. It's a little bit of a problem, but the paint's decent. The cowl is screwed in place. Motor looks good. The gear doors all great. The cowl is good. It's an extra air hole here in the back. This is a tricycle gear, so there's a little minor issue right there. You can see that you got the paint, but who cares? Small, simple stuff. $189. There's the inside. There's ESC. Got an XT60. The cables are going a little crazy, but there's Velcro in there too. That's good. I need to see if that's a programmable ESC. I'll have to get in there and program it to be the way that I want it to. But hey, that looks good. Magnet's good. Magnet's nice and strong. That's good. So off to a good start. So we got the spar for the horizontal stabilizer. I'm not going to pull that out. But let's get the other parts. Horizontal stab, and it's got keyed. It's keyed so that you can plug it into the other side. Instructions. So, let me get up here. So these are the horizontal stab. Like I said, it's keyed. So once it goes in the airframe, those two pieces snap together. Yeah, good. No real blemishes in the paint. Everything looks good. Good little clear coat will make this thing look even better. But this is supposed to be a trainer plane, so I don't care about how perfect it is. Just want it to be. This is just going to be like we have a little dirt field here by me called Rancho San Antonio, and this is perfect for that place. So let's see what else there is. We got stuff out of there. That's the spar. Looks like this must be hardware. Yep. So we've got the hardware. Over in here, there's a little decal that I can put on the side if I want to. Two decals per side, one per side. More decals, and then the stuff for the prop. So there's a Hamilton standard that they put on the prop, and then there's the little spinner. And this is for the push rod here. This is for the elevator. And there's the prop. It's a scale prop too. This is what the real ones look like. So that's that. Very simple, very to the point. I could just, if anything, I could probably put this together after this live is done. Because everything looks really simple. It's just a few screws. I think 4 screws for the main wing, and then another 2 screws for the horizontal stab, and that's it. So yeah, good stuff. It's just, I mean, to me, this is the stuff that I enjoy about RC. When I can find a deal like this, and it's super simple and super easy to get together, I don't have to spend all this time with setup. That's what it's all about for me. So I'm going to get this thing together. I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it on stream, but I will get it together and flown. Hopefully sometime this weekend. And I'm going to use a simple 6-channel receiver in there, one of these orange receivers. There's no point in going crazy with it. I'm going to keep it simple. But yeah, so that's it. I think that's pretty much it for this. So we're going to transition back to the actual desktop here. But let's get back. Be right back. So it's it, and that's that. There we go. I like the simplicity of this. I mean, I don't want things being so crazy complicated all the time. I got to catch up on the chat though. I see that I leave the chat there on the side so you guys can see. But I want to catch up on what was going on. Oh, a rubber. What the hell? Rectum Roy. What the heck? Anyway, let's see I'm catching up. So yes, simplicity is the best. Rectum Roy. That's the way I prefer it that way. And I hate it when that happens. This year for me, I had a whole lot of other stuff going on. So on the days that I could fly, the weather was bad. On the days that I couldn't fly, the weather was perfect. You know how that goes. There's a lot more wind this year and a lot more just adverse weather. But yeah. Mike Bird, where I work for a lab and I run support for most of the lab functions. And one of our main laboratories are working on battery technology. So a lot of the new battery tech that we have out there for laptops and cell phones have been pioneered at my lab. So that's some stuff that happens there. But I'm the guy that runs the support that keeps all the vehicles and support stuff going on for the actual things that happen. I'm not a scientist. Anyway. Let's see. And yes, it's a weird scheme, but it is an actual plane. I've seen one in real life that looked like that. I've seen one that looked like that and with having blue instead of silver. I think one of them crashed in Hollister. But it's a training plane. It's for the Air Force. The Air Force had a couple different schemes that they used. Let's see. And yes, Bill Shepard, I want to play. The retracts are excellent. For the most part, they do work. Jeff in Lower Alabama, looks like you made it. I appreciate you coming because I know how late it is over where you are, but I do appreciate you being here. Thank you. And yes, the retracts work. And the cool thing about this bird is that they have them because the T-28 has retracts that have, what do you call it? Offset covers. So the covers kind of split when they go open. And these are actually done the same. So it's kind of that. I'll catch up on the chat too. I'm getting there. I just want to make sure to talk to everybody. Who else is here? Paul McNeil is here. What's up, Paul McNeil? Thank you for being here. I hope you got to see me do some of the unboxing there. RC Roland is here. What's up, RC Roland? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you on in a while. I've been watching some of your videos though. And then Mr. Angelo Lopez. What's up? What's going on, mate? Who else is here? I'm Mike Bird. Yes, it flies 3S or 4S. It doesn't say 4S on the box, but I'm gonna fly a 4S. It's 850 kV, so there's no reason why you couldn't make it a rocket ship. Why not? I got a whole bunch of. Oh, so what battery? I'm going to use a 4S 2200. I bought a whole bunch of those, so we're gonna get it going. I have 4S 2200s and lots of different brands. So we got 16 people up there too. Thank you for being here, guys. I very much appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like while you're here and join the chat if you haven't, because I like to ramble and I like to talk, but I want to make sure that all of you guys actually get shown here when you're talking. So yeah, it's going to be a 3S or 4S 2200, but I plan on using the 4S. Who else we got up in her? But I post the chat there on the screen too, so you guys can see. But I'm just trying to make sure to talk to everybody. And yes, the tricycle warbird just so much easier. That's the main reason why I got it. And I like the fact that they use fairly decent foam wheels on the plane too, because then you can drive with no issues. I might actually put some of my own lights on this plane too, because it deserves to have some lights. It's a pretty good looking little plane for being as small as it is. And yes, it's a very visible scheme, and thank you, Reckham. The 3-blade prop, there's actually, I live by Palo Alto Airport, and there are 2 T-28s there. And then there's also Reed Hillview. I think there's another 2 or 3 T28s there, as long as some yaks. There's also yaks over at Palo Alto as well. But yeah. So who was asking about 3-blade props? I don't know. But, and yes, we were expecting a major atmospheric river. It looks like it's going to be hitting SoCal and NorCal. But I think it might start at SoCal and work its way up to NorCal. Let's see. Yeah, but T28, they are quick on 3S, yes. But you can actually make them go faster on 4. But if you don't want to go crazy fast, just dial it back and just take off with them like that. But I am going to fly 4S. I like having that little extra punch when I want it. So just got in. What span is the T28? It is an 1100. So 1.1 millimeters, well, 1.1 meters, 1100 millimeters. So that's a little over, I don't know what that is in inches, 39 or something like that. But decent size. That is my next plane. Mine's not going to be the Hurricane. It's going to be the what do they call it? The Spitfire. I plan on getting one of those. We shall see. The Bearcat. Yeah, the Bearcat was awesome. I had a P-47, but I actually gave it away to one of the young kids. It was a good little plane. Flew really good. But yeah, I'm trying to keep up with everybody in here because all you cool people that decided to come in. Mr. Randy Living Good, he's here. What's up with you, buddy? Thank you for being here. Let's see who else. So what did you say, Rick W? Finally tried to made my E-Fight 64 millimeter nose bracket broke off just before rotation. Oh man, are you flying off of grass? Because grass makes it hard. It's hard on any airframe. Randy, don't worry about being late, bro. I know that people have lives, and depending on where you are, my live stream starts pretty late, so it's all good. Don't worry about it. Just the fact that you're here, I do appreciate that. And yes, Fred Barron, I know you'd use a 4S because that plane begs for that extra speed. They move pretty good. So-called spicy pillows. No, I've never heard of that. That's interesting. It's all about batteries about to blow. That's pretty funny. Spicy pillows, that makes sense. Puffy. Okay. And yes, we've got I got rain that started. I was going to try to make a trip up the mountain before the rain started, and just as I'm driving after getting gas, I start seeing rain. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to go up into the hills like this. But yeah, so let's see. Roy, don't have I don't know. That's a good question, and I don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, for us. See, the cool thing about having a bigger battery with that little extra power is that you can always dial it back. Just move the throttle throttle stick just a little bit. You can either go full bore or just back it back and off just that little bit. Lipos have been around a lot longer than that. As far as on the American market, lipos have been around for less than that because they gave all the good stuff to the military first. They went through all that, but they've been around reliable for about, I'd say 15 years is when they really started getting decent. Yeah, all those little mini birds. I have one that I'm going to fly on 4S as well. I have a couple 4S 50 millimeter birds that I'm going to be flying. And yeah, grass is hard. It's hard on planes. Not fun. But I think I'm catching up on the chat. So thanks, y'all, for getting in. Because when I went and did my little unboxing there, I came back and it said there were 82 chats since I'd been there. I'm like, holy crap, you guys are actually going off on the chat. That's good. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. I like to interact with people, and a little back and forth is good sometimes. So I appreciate y'all doing the jibba jabba. But so we're almost at an hour. I try to keep my live streams around an hour. I think one of these days I'm going to go back and do one of my marathon things like I used to do, Twin Days, and like some of the other guys do. Because I want to actually build, not build, but assemble a plane or do some actual work on the plane here online so you guys can see what I'm doing and ask questions and such. But for the most part, I know people's attention spans aren't that long, and for the most part, a lot of my people viewers are actually on the East Coast for the time zone. It's pretty late over there, so yeah, Bill Shepard, those that Viper is really good, um, and then all the other little arrows, 50 birds. I have how many? Okay, let's see. I've got arrows 50 Avanti, which I have yet to fly. I have whatever it's called, Hit 17, 50 millimeter that needs to be flown, brand new in box. I have a 64 millimeter Lippers P15, which has been upgraded to 4S, XY, LEDs and other stuff that needs to be flown. That's going to be using the same size battery. Yes, the SF and SPF too. That's one of my favorite things. But the 50 millimeter, that new 50 millimeter series, those things are really good. Especially now since they come out of the box, upgraded the way that I would actually. I have that new 64 millimeter 8 bladed fan in and so the it will be a hockey awesome. But those 64 millimeter bird from Hobby King, slightly warbling. Okay, so I'm going to go out for a second. Give me just a second. It might be that my internet is weird. Hold on. Let me know if it's changed. Sometimes the internet gets changed. We've got all this wind. And stuff's coming to strange. Who knows? Let me know if it's better. So yeah, lots of planes out there now that are actually good. So we had that one that I got, T-28 Trojan. So the 50 millimeter birds are on sale. I actually got a really good deal on the Avanti, um, but the T-33 is good. The AE Hawk is good. L-39 is good. Yeah, the plane that I really need to fly that I haven't flown yet. I really need. But yeah. So anyway, I have too many planes. I had to give away a couple planes over the weekend. My venerable F5. It's seen better days. It's time for that to take off the team. Drop that plane off and drop off the team 55. Had an old F-16 that I was in the middle of modifying that I never did. Gave that away, a 70 millimeter free wing with a 14 fan, and that's not it. I'm cleaning house. I don't know why sound is fading. So, anyway, if everything's starting to fade, I'll need to keep going. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here, and do this again next week, same time, same place, 7:30. We'll do something else. Maybe we'll build a plane, several plane online. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to leave the chat up for a little bit, and we're going to go. But adios, and see you next time.